Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Bird. I'm 32 and I live in Pineville. My family's originally from Turkey Dip, but my brother and I were raised in Wilkes County, North Carolina. I have two children, both in middle school, a cat, a dog, and a pet pig. I live here in Key Rock with my husband and my two children on our farm. Um, we garden, we process our own chickens and pigs. And yes, I know how crazy that sounds, a woman with a pet pig processing her own pigs. Not pets though. Um, we're currently digging a pond to sustain cows. I'm super excited about that. We are very adamant about waste. So all of the meat, the vegetables that could potentially go to waste here are canned or dehydrated for preservation reasons. I've worked since I graduated high school, but I currently work at the Easy Stop. My husband works for Ultra Production, which is a natural gas well tender service that is contracted through Alpha to degas the coal mines, so it's safe for the miners to be in there. My academic plans at the moment are currently just to get through my associate's degree, move on to a four-year college to get my bachelor's degree. I'd love to have a PhD in history, but my dream is to move overseas, Ireland, Scotland, Great Britain. I want to be a medieval historian. I have several hobbies, crocheting, reading, and being sarcastic. They don't directly contribute to the functioning of my home or help pay the bills. They just really make me happy. I think the most interesting thing about myself is every summer I go on a personal mission to outread myself from the year prior to. So this year's mission failed miserably, like a bomb. Last year I read 320 books. This year I got to 264. So maybe next year. I'd have to say that the most interesting experience that I've ever had was the year before last. My husband and I had the opportunity to take our anniversary, which is in July 4th, to Palm Coast, Florida to see some of his family. And his cousin Brandy and her husband Joel took us to a natural spring there in Palm Coast where we got to swim in one of the most gorgeous natural springs I think I've ever laid my eyes on in my whole life. You'd have never guessed that maybe a mile and a half from the head of this natural spring was brine water where alligators were swimming. But once you got in the water and you made it to the head of the cove, there was a cavern under the water that you could dive and explore. But on top of that, the experience that topped it all was being able to swim with a baby manatee. This state park there in Florida, once any tropical storm or hurricane that comes through, they go out and they try to find orphaned baby manatees, ones whose mothers have been lost or swept out to sea or whatever, or separated. They bring them back and bottle feed them, and they actually have people who sit in kayaks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until they're able to release these manatees back out into the wild once they're bigger. And I guess that's really all there is to say about me. So I'm excited to hear about the rest of you guys, and I'm extremely excited to start this journey with all of my classmates, and I hope you guys have a great semester.